Hey, happy college football Saturday. It's Dave. I'm back. Gonna do my weekly point spread and over under and predictions for NFL week number 6. Yes, I'm wearing a Jim Zorn jersey, and the reason is when I was a wee lad back in the day, Jim Zorn was about the only left-handed quarterback in the NFL. I know Bobby Douglas played, and there were some others, but Jim Zorn was my guy. So I found this at a flea market at what was used to be Twin Drive-In, which is now Pewaukee Airport, um, and it was like $10. And I wear it every Sunday when I'm on the dark team at my pickup football game. So I'll be wearing it again tomorrow. Unless I'm on the light team, then I'll be wearing my white Bobby Boucher. But anyways, I had a pretty good week last week as far as over under goes. I was 12-2. Point spread I wasn't so good. I was 7-6-1. In my predictions I was 64% winning, which is okay. I think it was 9-5, something like that. We've already had one game this week, the Thursday night football game. The over under was 47.5. And Kansas City gave 10.5, and I thought it was going to be a blowout. I predicted 38-17, and well, my guy Matt Nagy has found a way to make Patrick Mahomes look like a barely above average quarterback instead of the great quarterback that he is, because Matt Nagy sucks at calling plays. So enjoy that, Kansas City. Anyways, Kansas City found a way to cover the spread. They won 19-8. So they made it by half a point. So I was right there. Obviously, since I picked the over, since I predicted 55 points, wasn't even close. I blew that one, but I won my prediction. So, that's the way it starts. So we got Baltimore Ravens at Tennessee, and Baltimore is 3-2. Tennessee's 2-3. Pretty evenly matched game. Baltimore is averaging scoring 22 points and giving up 15. Titans scoring 18 and giving up 19. Baltimore is given 4.5 in Tennessee. And the over-under right now is at DraftKings is 42.5. I'm predicting Tennessee to pull off a little bit of an upset, 21-20. So I'm going to take Tennessee in the points, and I'm also going to go under. It's going to be close, though. It's going to be a tight one. The Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons. Washington 2-3, Atlanta 3-2. Washington pooped down their leg against my Bears. They look like they look like crap. That's just you can't put it any other way. Washington is averaging 22 points a game and giving up 32. Pretty brutal, and especially when you think that I think all four of their defensive linemen are first-round draft choices. And the Falcons scoring 17 points a game and giving up 19. Pretty average team, but they're 3-2. I mean, good for them. I don't think that they'll be close to that by the end. Maybe 8-9, something like that. Atlanta's giving 2.5, and the over/under is 42. I'm predicting Atlanta to pull it out 20-17, which means that Atlanta would cover barely, and I would take the under. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game, but who the heck knows? It's football. It's Sunday. Anything can happen, as they say. The next game is the Carolina Panthers at 0-5 and the Miami Dolphins at 4-1. It should be a blowout as far as I'm concerned. Carolina averaging 18 points a game scored and 29 given up, and Miami averaging 36 points a game scoring and giving up 27. So there could be some points scored here, but it's crazy. I thought that that's what's going to happen in the Kansas City game, and it ended up being a real low-scoring game, but I think it's going to be a pretty high-scoring game. I've got, let's see, Miami is predicted to win. They're giving 14. The over-under is 47.5. I have Miami winning 34-17, which means Miami, even though they're giving up 14, I have them covering, and I have them going over by a couple of points. So there you go. My upset special, Minnesota against my Chicago Bears. Minnesota is hurting. Justin Jefferson is out for a while. Addison was limping around with a hamstring, so they really don't have Thielen's not there anymore. They don't have a top-notch receiver for the the average Kirk Cousins to throw to. I mean, Kirk Cousins is just good enough to lose a playoff game for you. He's a decent quarterback, but boy, he's never going to get you to the promised land as far as I'm concerned. The Vikings and Bears are both 1-4, which is amazing because last year the Vikings would have been 4-1 with all the crap that they pulled out. But they're an average team. They probably much better than 1-4, and last year they were not as good as their record. The Vikings are scoring 22 points and giving up 24. The Bears at 23 and giving up 31. Defense is pretty awful, but we are getting back. We are getting back some guys. We're getting back Jalen Johnson, hopefully, and Kyler Gordon. So I think we'll be almost at full strength in the defensive backfield. So that's a big deal. The fill-ins have been playing really good. Terrell Smith played really good last week. The line is Minnesota giving 3, and the over-under is 43.5. I have this being a high-scoring game. I think both teams are going to score. I think the Bears' offense is rolling as long as Luke Getsy doesn't get in the way, which is never a guarantee. I've got the Bears winning 30-28. Ding, ding, ding. Upset special. Go Bears. Stop Bears. Super Bowl. Yeah, right. So anyways, I've got the Bears winning, so I'm taking the Bears in the 3, and I'm going over. So there we go. We'll see what happens. It'll probably be a 7-6 game, and the Bears will lose. The next game is the Seattle Seahawks against the Cincinnati Bengals. Seattle is 3-1. The Bengals 2-3. The Bengals are playing a little better, but they're still really underperforming. Seattle's averaging 20 points a game and giving up 23. The Bengals scoring only 17 and giving up 23. So let's see. Cincinnati is giving 3. And the over-under right now is 45. And I've got this Cincinnati winning 24-21. So I've got it as an actual push both ways. I've got I've got Cincinnati winning by 3, so they're given 3. So there. I was like having a senior moment there. I wasn't sure that I was right, but I'm pretty sure that I'm right that Cincinnati's given the 3. What I would do if I was betting on the game, I would take Seattle in the points, and I would bet the over. But it's such a close game, I probably wouldn't even bet on this game. So there you go. Sorry about the brain fart. It happens. Wait till you're 63. I know I colored my hair and it looks darker, and I look 62.5 instead of 63 now. So, but the hair dye goes into your brain and it kind of messes you up a little bit. Anyways, maybe I should eat some chicken soup. I bought this. I was looking for soup for my wife, and they had this Campbell's ghost pepper chicken noodle soup, which maybe I'll have that for lunch today because I love spicy food, and I'll bet you it's not that spicy, but that's what I said about the Packy One Chip Challenge, and I found myself laying on the floor curled up in the fetal position for an hour, so, you never know. Let's get back to football. Sorry about that. Hey, Ma, the chicken soup! The 49ers against the Cleveland Browns. This is, my special. I don't know why the point spread is what it is. Deshaun Watson, I know he's catching a lot of shit, and he should because he's a piece of crap. I hate him as a human being. I don't know why Cleveland gave him that money. They say he's okay to play, but if his shoulder hurts and if he can't throw the ball down the field, that's a problem. But none of us can know what another person is going through as far as an injury goes. I'm the type of guy, though, that I play pretty much through everything. I've played softball games where I could barely move. Everybody's got a different pain threshold, and maybe his is just a little bit lower. Anyways, J.P. Walker is starting. He was supposed to be our backup quarterback in Chicago, and he sucked. Nathan Peterman beat him out. A Division II kid who looks really good beat him out. Tyson Bagent, who I think is going to be a pretty decent quarterback as time goes on. But Peterman, who actually, I did a bet on, he's Freddy Krueger, because yesterday was Friday the 13th, and he was been cut 2 or 3 times this year. And just like Freddy Krueger, you never get rid of him. You can chop his head off, you can stick a knife through him, you can shoot him. And somehow, in the next movie, Freddy's back. So Nathan, or Freddy, is back. He's on the practice squad. It's a good thing. You have to have 3 quarterbacks in today's game. So anyhow, back to San Francisco and Cleveland. San Francisco's 5-0. Cleveland's 2-2. San Francisco's averaging 33 points and giving up 14. The Browns are scoring 19 and giving up 15. But with J.P. Walker starting, San Francisco's giving 10. I've got them winning by 24. I've got San Francisco winning 34-10. The over-under is 36, which I don't get because I think San Francisco may score 36 by themselves. So that is my special. I think it's going to be a big-time over and a big-time San Francisco given the 10. And take it now, get it in now because that number could really rise. But, Vegas doesn't build those casinos, by being wrong. And I am an amateur at this at best. So there you go on that one. Next game is the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars, both 3-2. Pretty similar stats. Indy's scoring 24 and giving up 23. Jacksonville scoring 21 and giving up 20. The spread is Jacksonville giving 4. I've got Jacksonville winning the game 24-21, which means that I'm taking Indy in the points and barely going the over, although both teams, you don't know with these, but either one of these teams, the under is probably the safer bet, but I'm going with my first gut, so I'm going over. The next game is New Orleans Saints against the Houston Texans. New Orleans is 3-2. The Texans 2-3. New Orleans scoring 19 and giving up 13. The Texans scoring 23 and giving up 20. New Orleans favored by 1.5, and the over/under is 42. I've got New Orleans winning 40-17, which would mean that I've got New Orleans given the points, and I'm taking the under on that one. And I think, just the way those two teams play, I know that Stroud has been hotter than hell. But the New Orleans defense giving up 13 points a game has been really tough, so I'm going under. The next game is the train wreck of the year, and I'm so happy to see that Bill Belichick is just completely failing. I think he's a great coach, or I think he was a great coach. Those guys don't draft. They don't draft speed guys. They don't draft wide receivers. They don't draft running backs. I don't think they draft very well, and they haven't drafted very well for a long time. And guess what? Tom Brady isn't there anymore. He gone. So, really happy to see New England getting their asses kicked, and they're playing against the Las Vegas Raiders, and they've been very underwhelming as well. The Patriots are 1-4. The Raiders are 2-3. Patriots averaging 11 points a game. That's pitiful. I believe Mac Jones is benched. I don't know if Zappy's starting or the rookie. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Neither guy really gives me much confidence. Mac Jones doesn't give me much confidence. In fact, I remember my son and I jumping up for joy because we had the pick, and right before New England, and we took Fields, and I love Justin Fields, and we're both Ohio State fans, and I was just afraid that the Bears were going to screw up and take Mac Jones, and I'm so happy we didn't. The Raiders are averaging 16 points a game, giving up 23. It's just going to be an ugly game. It's hopefully not a game that any of us have to watch unless you're a fan of either team. Vegas is giving 3, and the over/under is 41.5. I've got Las Vegas winning 24-13. So I am giving the points and taking Vegas, and I am going with the under. The next game is the Arizona Cardinals against the Los Angeles Rams. The Cardinals are 1-4. The Rams are 2-3. The Cardinals are averaging 22 points a game scoring and giving up 27. The Rams are 50-50. They're 22 points scoring and 21 giving up. And sorry, I got to see what's happening in the Ohio State-Purdue game. It looks like we're winning pretty good. Los Angeles is giving 7 points. The over/under is 48. I've got LA winning the game 28-21. Which would mean it would be a push, but I'm going to take LA and give them the 7. I think they're going to win pretty handily, and I'm going to take the over in that game. It's just barely by a point, but I think LA is going to score just enough, but that's another one I probably wouldn't touch. The next game is the undefeated Eagles against the New York Football Jets. The Jets are 2-3. Philly's averaging 28 points a game scoring, giving up 21, while the Jets are scoring 19 and giving up 21. Philly's given 6.5, and the over/under is 41.5. I have Philly winning the game 31-21, meaning I'm going to take Philly. I'm going to give the points, and I'm going to go with the over. The next game is the Detroit Lions against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Both teams good records. Lions are 4-1. Bucks were off last week, so they're 3-1. The Lions are averaging scoring 30 points a game and giving up 21 points a game, while the Bucks score 21 and give up 17. Detroit's giving 3 points. The over/under is 42.5. I've got Detroit winning 27-20. I just don't think the Bucks are that good, and I think the Lions are playing great. So that means that I've got Detroit. I'm going to give the 3, and I'm going to go with the over in that game. The next game, hi Ash. The next game, my daughter just showed up, is the New York Football Giants against the Buffalo Bills. The Giants are 1-4 and a complete train wreck, and the Bills are 3-2 and underachieving a little bit, but they're still a good team. Giants are averaging scoring 12 points a game and giving up 31, while the Bills scoring 32 and giving up 16. Good offense and good defense. The Bills are given 15 points this game, and the over/under is 44. I've got the Bills just beating the crap out of the Giants. I don't think Saquon's going to play again this week. They've got nothing. Daniel Jones is hurt. He may not play. I mean, if he doesn't play, then this is definitely going to be a much bigger number. So I've got Buffalo winning 34-13, and I think that I'm lowballing that one. So I'm giving the 15. It's a big number, but I'm giving the 15, and I'm taking the over in that game. And I think that's a pretty safe number, but again, it's football, so who the hell knows. Pretty decent Monday night game. Dallas Cowboys against the Los Angeles Chargers. Cowboys are 3-2. Chargers were off last week and 2-2. Not sure if Eckler's going to be back, but if he is, that obviously helps the Chargers. Dallas is averaging 27 points a game and giving up 17, and the Chargers are averaging 27 points scored and 26 given up. Dallas is given 1.5. Obviously, it's in L.A. I've got Dallas winning the game 27-24, so I've got Dallas giving the points. The over-under being 51, and it's a push, but I'm still going to say Dallas with the over because L.A. likes to score a lot of points, so it could be kind of a, track race a little bit. So that's it. Those are my predictions. If anything changes, I'll do a quick shorty. Enjoy the rest of your college football Saturday. Go Buckeyes. Don't forget there's an 8:30 in the morning game tomorrow. So, get your fantasy lineups in. Get your bets in. Remember, I am not a professional gambler. I'm not even an amateur gambler. In fact, I don't even gamble. So, there you go. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this. Go Bears. Go Buckeyes. Go Blackhawks. Go Bulls. Go White Sox, even though they're not playing and they're going to suck because they're going to sign every old guy that the Royals have ever had. So there you go. Have a great rest of your day. Great rest of your weekend. Again, don't forget to subscribe. This is Dave. I'm out. Toodles.